Hello, I'm Eloise and this is my channel, and for today's video a lot of you have asked me to film a tutorial for this look right here, and I'm currently in the middle of asking you guys if you want me to keep it naked cherry or do you want me to see a little bit of colour. So the verdict will be revealed in just a few moments. If you are interested in seeing how I got these brows right here using some brand new products, then make sure you check the description down below, or I will put it in the cards up here, and you can go and have a look at that. I literally just filmed it, so that will be up before this video and it will be ready for you to watch. My little baby. Oh, you're so sleepy. This is Bentley. He is our little bundle of love. So Bentley, do you want to sing for everyone? It's our duet that we do together. Oh, you're so cute! You're so cute! If anyone has got a Jack Russell or a dog with the most disgusting smelling breath, when they yawn in your face, it's just like, oh, can't even cope. If you guys don't like dogs, we can't be friends because dogs are life. You're so cuddly. What have we spoken about? What have we just said? Put him back in his bed. So let's have a little look at the verdict, shall we? 75% want naked cherry, so I'm going to give the people what they want. Here she is. She's always on my desk because she's one of my favourites. I honestly cannot live without her. Quick thing, if you hear lots of banging and lots of muttering voices, the builders are doing my mother's bathroom, so that is what all the racket is about, and I have put off filming when they're here for far too long now, and I really need to crack on. While I've got you here, make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoy it, subscribe and all that jazz, and if you're interested in watching me film a naked cherry makeup tutorial that is super glam, super soft, make sure you keep on watching. Right as I want to start filming again. Oh, stop now. Cool, so I've just done this eye off camera. I just love the way that this has come out. Why don't we just get started? So I'm going to use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the shade Enigma. You guys know the drill. So all I like to do is just whack a bit of that on and then just use your fingers to pat that in. And then I'm not going to set it with any powder because where this is a mattifying eyeshadow primer, it sort of sets itself, especially when you pat it in. And you pat it in until it's just about tacky. So it's a really nice eyeshadow primer because it's got a slight colour running through it, so it blanks out any veins or any discoloration on the eyelids. So let's start off. So I've been loving the Morphe M573. Now this is slightly misshapen now, but I really like that. It really disperses that colour for you. So I'm going to go in with the shade Feels, which is this beautiful, actually it matches my nails. It's this beautiful mauvey pink matte shade. I'm turning orange again. Why does it always do that? So annoying. So I'm going to slightly tilt my head back so I can really see where my socket is, like that, and then just really roughly circular motions, not too heavy on the eye. I'm just going to put that into the crease, focusing it more on that outer corner. And you'll notice I like to do most of my eyeshadow with my eyes open because obviously we're not going to be walking around with our eyes closed all day, so you really want to see what that looks like with the eyes open. And I'm just working on that outer corner, making sure everything's nice and seamless and blended. So next I'm going to go in with a Zoeva 227 and I'm going to take the shade Devilish, this deep berry purple. And where this is a really nice flat fluffy brush, it fits perfectly into the crease. I'm going to start with windscreen wiper motions with my eyes open because I really want to see this colour with my eyes open, because we're going to create that sort of winged out ever so slight effect, and then start to bring that onto the lower lash line and sort of press that in. So it's this sort of V shape there, and I'm going to start to bring that outwards. And because we've done all that blending beforehand, you really don't need to do much more. But I'm going to take my previous brush, just do ever so slightly, go along the edges, never on top of that colour, just along the edge. And you can see we're really pulling out that eye. So now I'm going to take a really nice bullet brush, but this is still a very flexible bullet brush. I wouldn't go in with something like that because that's a bit too stiff. But yeah, this one's still nice and fluffy. And this one is from a Morphe set that I bought a few years ago, and it doesn't have a name on it, so sorry about that. I'm going to go over my Ultimate Basics and this shade here, which is called Blackjack, and it's the best bloody black I've ever used in my life. If you haven't got that palette, buy it just for that colour. Okay, so I'm going to start this on the very lower lash line, and I've literally dipped this colour on once because I don't want too much black, because black can make or break a look. And whenever I add more black onto the brush, I'm always starting on that lash line. Most of the product is on here, and then you can blend the rest up into the crease. And again, I'm doing this with my eyes open so I can see where I'm putting it. And I'm just popping that just slightly above my crease, but lower than where we put Devilish. We still want to be able to see Devilish. And I'm being really, really light-handed. And I'm just letting the brush go where it wants into my crease. And back down again. And it just fits perfectly in there. And you can see we're starting to create some definition here. And it's ever so slightly like a soft cut crease. And once you've got most of that colour in that crease and most of the colour off the brush, we're going to start to pull out that black. So it looks like we're even more winged out. You see? Just going to add a tiny bit more. I'm just starting that on the lash line and pulling it out and up. So we're all the focus is in that outer corner. And then I'm going to go back to my 227 with a tiny bit more Devilish and start to help blend. And this colour is going to really help to bring it outwards as well. And it literally is just an extension of my natural eye shape. Now I'm going to take one of my naked brushes. If you've got a naked 1, 2 or 3, you'll have this brush. So it's got the flat end on this side and then the fluffier, denser end on this side. So I'm going to take the shade Turn On. You can tell this is my absolute favourite colour because it is the dirtiest one. I love it because it looks quite pale in the pan, but when you put it on it's more like a rose gold. It's just so pretty. And I'm going to keep each of the sides of the brush separate. So I've got the Turn On shade on this side and then I've got Drunk Dial on the other side. And I'm going to really load my brush up. Spritz with some All Nighter setting spray. Just 2 spritzes is enough. How beautiful and foiled that goes when you add that All Nighter setting spray. And I'm going to go in like a diagonal so that I can fit in that slightly darker shade. I'm just going to pop that slightly higher than my crease so you can still see it when my eyes are open. And I've got this slight diagonal gap there. So I'm going to flip my brush, take Drunk Dial, which is that one there, spritz again, and fit it into that little gap there. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of Ambitious, just over the top, so it's not as dark. And then I'm going to flip my brush, just to blend that back into Turn On. And it's really important that we've always got 2 colours on the lid, because that middle colour there is going to transition the light colour to the darkest colour, so you've got a better blend of colours. And then I'm just going to go back in with my little bullet brush with no extra product, just blend that shimmer. So that is pretty much the top I've done. I'm going to line the lash in a minute, but while I'm here I may as well finish the lower lash. So I'm going to take Zero in the 24/7 Glide On Pencil by Urban Decay, and I'm going to put that in my waterline. So slightly just on the outer corner in between the lashes. And then I'm going to take this tiny little brush. This is a Zoeva Luxe Precise Shader, I think it is. And I'm just going to run that to smoke it out slightly, making sure it goes in between the lashes. Always making sure to join it up to the top lash line. And adding that liner just on the lash line really, really helps to glam it up a little bit. I'm just going to grab a tiny bit of black on this brush and just make sure that that outer corner is really, really deep. And ever so slightly smudge that liner out in that corner. So the eyes are done and I love it. And now we may as well do the lips while I'm close up. So it is Rush Lip Liner by Urban Decay. Oh, it's such a pretty pink lipstick we're going to go for. So I'm going to take Back Talk by Urban Decay. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of Barfly, which is one of my favourite lipsticks at the moment. Just bloody love it. And I just like to press this in the centre, just to add a little bit more dimension. Oh yeah. It looks really Barbie pink on camera, but it's actually really quite nude. Okay, so that is the finished look, and I hope you enjoyed it because you guys asked for it, so if you didn't, you can only blame yourselves. I've just had a little checker on the old poll on Instagram, and we're now on 56% Naked Cherry and 44 colour. So I think that's enough reason for me to do a colour look next time using similar techniques. But if you enjoyed this look, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all that jazz. I'm Eloise, this is my channel and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.